back. Let's go. Alright, I'm going to activate my shield, get a little energy boost. Maybe take out some of these, some of those, before I go on to the Generat tanks. Even these will take out a lot of health. So I want to make sure my right gun is on auto. Make sure take out all of them before focusing on the tanks. One problem is they're going to keep spawning drones. They have a little drone spawning ability, and that's all that's just going to be a factor. Not too worried about those. Those aren't really going to touch me, so just going to leave them. That's the same strategy as before. Everything else has pretty much been eliminated. I'm going to take out their shields now. Try to. And there's one. I just lost a bunch of health there. Boom, got it. And now we can start working on these. That just lost 1,000 health there. Rapidly drops, so you gotta be careful. Should end here. There we go. Alright, now it's just taking out the aircraft first, because they won't be spawning anymore, and then the ground units. It's usually a lot more difficult, but if you have the right setup, it goes by very fast. One more, there we go. Still haven't seen any Sky Reapers. Actually, I don't remember the last time we did. I'm going to leave this set up. There's going to be a shield in here. You're going to get on the side. The opening that they're closest to. Looks like that's might be this side. It's kind of in the middle. So either way will be fine. So take everything on the outside first and then work our way in. And the benefit of the left weapon has a very long range. You can just sit out here and pick them off. Definitely need to use our perks. We'll do that now. It's conveniently, the salmon turret was conveniently on the outside, so that made it very easy, and we're done. Let's go out. Shopping 3 waves. Okay. Don't really like any of these. We're going to repair. Try to use the active targeting while we still have it. A lot of, okay, we got sand. These are nearly impossible to outrun. Just gotta try and take that. Probably get hit once, that's okay. Quad mech first, and then move on to the next most lethal. losing a lot more health now. So I'm going to keep using the active shield as we go to try and mitigate that. Done. 58.5. This rifle is okay, but it's not as good as the machine gun. So we're just going to leave that alone and go with the health. 2 more waves. Go ahead and throw on active targeting again. Area hide from this. And take it out here. And that's done. Just stay high. And finish everything out on the outside. This thing needs to go. There we go. Use the shield again. Next wave will probably be Sky Reapers or I don't know what else. Maybe the I can't remember, but just the ones with the shield on top that might be next. So you just want to prepare as much as you can for what you think the next wave will be, and that will set you up the best. I think by default, preparing for the Sky Reapers is going to help the most because those seem to be the most challenging next to the Juggernaut tanks. And if you're on a pretty easy spot in the level, it's not a bad idea to save your gadgets for the next round in case it is a more challenging one. So I'm not going to use mine right now. I'm just going to save them and see what happens. If you have a lot of time, you can just wait it out, but I don't think that's as realistic or fun, so I'm just going to keep it like this. And theoretically, I think you could just fly around and continue to use your shield until you have as much health as you want. Someone posted that in the Discord about a month ago at the first level 100. Don't know if they actually did that, but alright, we're at 3 Sky Reapers now, so we're gonna go straight to the shop ship, try to get upgrades before that even starts. Don't have too many good options. I might swap out. I'll probably leave Energy Surge with the shield. This would be the only one I consider out of all these options for one of these. $176. It's $280. I think I'm going to swap these out because my right weapon has a nice rate of fire, whereas this one I can manually increase the rate of fire if I want to. And I have plenty of credits for health. And now running a star for the next one. This could be around where I die, but we'll see. The active targeting is really going to help. Already out of weapon energy, gets drained very fast. It's best to just find the same target, continuously attack it, so you aren't getting them all down to low health while they can all still attack you. So that's three down. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think the rifle really worked well with that manual fire. Normally I think the fire rate is something like this, but you can manual fire it to almost be automatic, which is something I've never tried before, but I might do that again in the future. We got our energy surge. Just gonna rapidly use that for advantage. These things are annoying, but they're not. The energy beams are annoying, but they're not very. I'm not too worried about them unless you're in a close quarter environment where they can drag you against the walls. All right, so now that's taken care of, we can just stay up high. Again, with active targeting, this rifle is actually really good because it's very accurate. And once you have once you have it upgraded very high, it just takes everything out in one shot. It's very fast. Main focus is health. Okay. Main focus is still health. As far as upgrades go, once you get high enough, your energy isn't going to run out very fast for the most part. So it's alright just to continuously use health because it can drop by 1,000 or 2,000 in a second if you're in the wrong spot. Get another shield and unlimited energy for 5 seconds. Again, when you're at this point, you can just hover up high and never get hit, but if you want to speed it up, you can get lower. I'm actually going to dive down for this perk down here. Not a super great one, but it's better than nothing. And it's going to help us take these out really fast. It's best to use this for targets inside buildings because as soon as your As soon as your cursor goes over them, they are going to get hit like that. Barely have any time to get a shot off with these little rails in here, and so that split second shot is really effective. Take a break from that and go under. This will be helpful. Yeah, I'm hitting everything. Helpful, but still, it's going to be kind of difficult getting in here, even with the little perk here. If you have rockets, sometimes you can shoot and destroy them through the ceilings, through the roofs. I don't think it's meant to be like that, but it is something that works. Do with that what you want. Again, just focusing on health. Anticipating a heavy ground unit soon, since we already had the Sky Reapers, so our next weapon upgrade is probably going to be an explosive of some sort. Or a, some type of heavy machine gun. Okay, that's a lot of red. So we really want to get rid of those rockets as soon as you can, because they do a ton of damage. Let's go. Boom. There we go. Sometimes you get in the habit of just waiting for the auto fire, but with manual you can just kick it on whenever you want. It's a huge advantage. And the last one is usually on something. Here we go. A few up here. And a couple up here. Boom. What do we got? 42. Go with health again. As we're not running into any issues with energy, especially since we have the 5-second energy perk. What was that? There's probably going to be an active shield here, so we'll try and take out as many as we can from the outside. I think we'll be better from this side. Let's see. You can use this, hug this wall, and then nothing can really get you until you get right here. That's behind the shield, so we'll use this. So just kind of circle it, get rid of that, and then get rid of the shield. So the order you attack in is not doctrine. Sometimes if you're in the right position, it's better to take out shield first. Sometimes it's the SAM. It really just depends on where you are, where your health is. Things like that. Cool. We are going to switch to the anti-material rifle. Because it has more damage than the laser rifle. Does okay against ground units. Another great perk is this menace. I would replace the energy shield with that. I might grab menace now, replace energy surge, and then hope for a better weapon at the next shop ship, which is next wave. Why? Because I'm looking for a explosive on the left and not really that rifle. I put it on the right, but if you have it on the right there, it's just, it takes too long to fire and it's really not as good as it could be. This is a very easy wave, so that's gonna help. Okay, gotta watch out for that. Oh, since it's here, I'm just gonna send it. And if we do have some sort of quad mix, that's what they're called. Hug the wall, and the SAMs usually don't get you. So we're just gonna kind of fly around here, use our active targeting perk until it runs out, or until the timer for the shop ship runs out. Let's go. Alright, so you can take out that SAM. Come on. Definitely could use an explosive here. I'm just gonna go to the ship now, so I don't lose too much health, and then take out these along the way. You see that this anti-material rifle is really draining the energy, but it's very powerful. Definitely want the minigun on the right there. That's good. Obviously want these upgrades always. And I think on the right, on the left, I'm just going to keep the rifle. Upgrade health, max. Could opt to use Dragon's Breath for the quad mechs, but I think this will suffice. This thing fires very rapidly on manual mode. So that's going to help us. Alright. We'll use all of our perks and see how fast we can actually take out these mechs. Boom. That's barely did any damage. Yeah, this is not a great setup for these. Ideally, you want to take them out one at a time so they're not all shooting at you at the same time, but sometimes you can't really avoid it. And obviously, just manage your energy. So if you don't have energy, you don't want to be in their sight. So we have one down already. That's good. I'm just going to keep kind of going around these barriers as their energy heals. This is why focusing on energy I don't think is as important as focusing on health, because you can always do something like this. It is knowing it takes longer, but if you don't have the health, you will die and it won't even matter. Heal up there. So our shield's at 100 now. Over time, it really pays off to have that shield as a perk, or as a gadget. Okay, nope, two more still. One more, and we're done. Okay. Next wave is either going to be the Juggernaut tank or 4 Sky Reapers, so that's something we want to keep in mind for our next weapons upgrade. I'm using active targeting again. Just going to kind of stay high and in a safe area and let the active targeting take out these targets. If you have rockets, that energy surge is extremely useful. You can just lob a million at them with the manual trigger, but I don't have rockets right now or energy surge, so it's kind of not in our playbook at the moment. The setup is good for fast runs. Good for Sky Reapers. Yeah, I'd say it's okay for heavy ground units like Juggernaut tanks or quad mechs. The biggest gamble is going to be deciding to optimize our loadout for quad mechs, or for ground units or Sky Reapers. And that decision will be in 3 waves. So far, it's what we've been doing has been working out, though. Rockets do work against Sky Reapers, but nowhere near as well as your heavy laser or machine guns or laser machine guns. Yeah, these weapons are not very effective against ground units, even with active targeting, which is pretty surprising. I'm going to go back to Energy Surge. Replace Menace with Energy Surge and then go for rockets at the next shop. So I just have a feeling the next major opponent is going to be those Juggernaut tanks. If it's Sky Reapers, we'll try to make it work with active targeting as much as possible, but once it runs out, it's going to be very tough. Let's go. Quick, go turnaround and shop ship in 2 waves. Just gotta make it through 1 more. It'll be fine. There's probably a perk lying around somewhere as well. These are all terrible options. I'm not gonna take a chance with any of those. This one looks decent, 352. Has more damage, but way more energy use than the AM rifle, so I'm just going to keep the AM rifle. Keeping the minigun, and let's just hope we survive this round. Alright, this is probably going to be easy. They usually don't pack a ton of opponents in these caves. So once you take out the major players, it's cake. Very easy to get disoriented in the cave, so that's something to look out for. Just like that, it's done very fast. Lazarus LAS rifle 318. We're gonna go back to that. Oh, I thought we had a shot. Okay, I guess there's 1 more. Active targeting, just to take these out quick. This little row out here, go up and maybe down and under for the rest. Okay, maybe not. Let's find a better line. There we go. Oh, come on. It's surprisingly forgiving when you touch anything. Some other sims, other combat sims like the Ukrainian sim or the Lost Drone. As soon as you touch anything, it's over. That's why this I think this game is so fun, because you're able to it's a little more forgiving and you're able to really play out these levels more. Now our shop should be here. Hopefully there's good upgrades. If not, I mean, we'll probably determine if we continue or just die. Alright, we have this, we're going to be good. That's a... I think we're going to put this on the... Man. Yeah, we're going to go left with it. Stick with the plan. Good call because there's 4 Sky Reapers. We're going to go straight to the shop. Health, energy. We do not have a great right weapon. I've heard great things about this one, but I don't want to take a gamble on 4. This is going to be a deciding moment right here. We get taken out real quick, or we make it. So we'll see. Let's try to focus on the same target the entire time. Don't waste. I think it's this one. I do not remember which one it was. Hopefully it's this one. I guess they ram as well, which is new. I just haven't noticed it before, but they're a lot less accurate than earlier. Oh, no, this one's got a good lock. It's not going to end well. Could really use... I mean, I have them at half health. 2 of them should be eliminated, but... Okay, I got 1 there. But I wasn't able to lock on the same one the entire time, so I was basically battling 4 the entire time where I should have been at 2. Alright, so that's a little gameplay with commentary. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if you want to see more.